the Mosque of Madinah, and an imam in a long, deeply humble prostration. Because a little child had climbed onto his back, he remains there motionless, refusing to rise until the child has had his fill of play. Look at this imam. Then look at him again in a dusty street, sitting on the bare ground for a long, long time, listening with full attention to a poor woman who found no one else to pour her sorrows to. Look at him again, in the heat of the trenches, digging the hard earth with stones tied to his stomach to silence the cries of hunger. Now look at this scene. On the floor of the mosque, in the middle of a circle, sitting on the ground, he is the king whose fame shook the world, yet you certainly would not be able to tell him apart from the poorest of his companions. That face, it is the center of the sun. It glows like the radiant full moon. The locks of his black hair flow like dark clouds. His forehead bears the sign of prophethood. When he speaks, light flows from between his teeth, springs of light. He walks with such dignity that the earth is folded for him. To his right is the mirror of truth, and to his left is the lion of justice. Why do the people of Madinah forget the world when they look at him? Travel now to where this light began, to the burning deserts where grains of sand blaze like fire. That silent night in Makkah when the stars stood still. A dawn was about to break that would shake the palaces of Caesar and Chosroes. This was not just a birth, it was the rising of a new son of justice. The shadow of orphanhood was upon him, yet the aid of the universe had reached him. He was the heartbeat of Abdullah and Amina, the coolness of Abdul Muttalib's eyes, and the tranquility of Abu Talib's heart. He is the one who changed the fate of Halima's house, and I mean, the very axis of the hopes of Shema and Anisa. A youth spent in unmatched dignity, herding sheep in the silence of the desert, for wherever the foot of AL-MUSTAFA stepped, the barren lands turned green. The center of fragrance, who was once an orphan, had now become a refuge for every soul. This is the son of the desert. The world has seen kings on golden thrones, but have you ever seen an emperor whose roof was made of palm fronds? This is the Sultan of hearts, who owned nothing but ruled everything. When the wealth of nations flowed into his city, he slept hungry. He is the imam who mended his own shoes and patched his own clothes. Look at the marks of the rough fiber mat on his blessed skin, marks that made even the strongest of his companions weep. Why? To show us that true greatness is not in what you own, but in who you are. This is the ascetic emperor, whose true treasure was the love he gave to the broken-hearted. Love is a word many use, but he was love itself. He is the one who would stand in prayer at night until his feet swelled, in pure gratitude to his Lord. He is the one who wept for souls he had never met. For us, his Amma, centuries before we were born. His love was not for humans alone. It was for the thirsty camel, for the weeping tree trunk, for the bird protecting its nest. To look at him is to see the peak of mercy, the pinnacle of love. He did not come to conquer lands. He came to fill the void in our hearts. This is Muhammad, the master of masters, and the most humble of them, the light that will never be extinguished.